Well, I never really imagined myself becoming a writer and a speaker. Even as a little girl, I always thought I'd be a lawyer or a doctor or one of the other famous professions that there are out there. And as a teenager, I actually started entering competitive public speaking competitions because it was a way to help me cope with so many of the problems that I was facing at home, growing up in a single parent home and living in poverty and it actually facing depression as a teen. I started to find that writing was the way that I helped myself cope with the issues that I was dealing with. And then when I stepped into the scene and began public speaking, it was my way actually to share those messages with other people. And I really just fell in love with the two of them. Which do I like more, writing or speaking? Oh my gosh. That's like asking me to choose between cake and ice cream. I just can't tell you which one. They go together so well for me. They complement each other. Writing is the way that I discover more things about the world and about myself and about things that I don't quite understand sometimes. And then speaking is the way that I share those things that I've learned with so many other people. And so for me to have to choose between the two, unfortunately, I'm sorry, I just couldn't give you a solid answer on that because I love the both of them so much. And I feel that both of them are such an essential part of me that if I didn't have one or if I didn't have the other, then I definitely would not be the person that I am today. I love both of them just the same. There's so many projects lined up for the future right now. I'm so excited. God has really been moving in my life in a tremendous way, and I just have so many things lined up that I cannot wait for everybody to get to see. Of course, my first book, Tear Stained Dresses and Dusty Shoes, which was a collection of poetry, was released last year. We're coming up on our year anniversary for that book's release right now, and so we're continually to pushing that copy out there, wanting people to please check out that work and just become familiar with the beginning of my pieces of work. The second, which I call my continuation of Tear Stained Dresses, is called Pennies in My Pocket, and I'm so excited because Pennies in My Pocket is going to be a second powerful compilation of work of poetry, and we're looking to have that out January of 2013. I cannot wait. This is yet another gift that I'm sharing with the world, pieces of my work that have just come from experiences, but what you'll get to see is a maturity in my writing style. I definitely was able to go across the context of society more and discover more things and share more things, become more enlightened. And I also had the chance to travel, and I used what I learned in those travels to apply to my pieces of work. I also launched my motivational speaking company called Motivational Inspirations, and actually worked a conference this year for the Happy Day Head Start Regional Conference. And so what you will see is me stepping out there even more so on the public scene, talking about my works, doing lectures on literature, and sharing positive words of motivation for the world to know that despite all the things that we are handed in life, if we take control and be prayerful, we can still succeed. So I'm highly anticipating the future because there are so many things out there that I can't wait to share with everyone, and I have a lot of things that I'm working on. Of course, one thing I've been trying to do is expand myself when it comes to the media world. And so there are a lot of ways that you can contact me. Of course, you can find me on Facebook.com/Jamie Mays, or you can find me under Motivational Inspirations. I also have my personal website, which is JamieMaysAOE.com, as well as my blog, which is Power to the Pen at WordPress.com. And I want to thank everyone who's been coming out and supporting all of my events, all of those who have picked up copies of the book, and those who just shoot me those really wonderful messages. They certainly keep me motivated and inspired to keep pressing forward as I move through this journey. I cannot wait for everyone to be a part of the things that are coming out in the future.